What is going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe. Thanks for tuning in today. I do have a pretty exciting topic that I think will help a lot of traders in the world. And I think this is something that a lot of people still don't know about. So I'm excited to kind of talk about it, talk about how I use it to help me in trading. And I think it can help a lot of you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to like and subscribe this video if you want more tips and tricks for trading. And we can get into it. So today I wanted to talk through how I am able to automate some of my trading. I think it's been a game changer for me, and I've seen a lot of really great results from doing this. One thing to keep in mind before I get into it is every broker is a little bit different. So I think it's important to note that everything I'm going to show today is how it works in ThinkorSwim, which is my kind of preferred broker. If you're on Webull or some other application for trading, it will be a little bit different, but now kind of all these new age brokers have the same capabilities. So the way I'm gonna kind of go through it is to just show you. So the market's open right now and we're seeing a really, really nice move on natural gas. So it's kind of a perfect time to show you guys. And in ThinkorSwim, when you want to buy or get in a trade, for example, right, there's two ways to do it, right? You can do everything manually. So you can manually buy, you can manually sell at your target or at, put a stop loss in. All of it can be manual, which is how a lot of people still trade, to be honest. Or you can automate that whole process. And it's pretty cool because it does take a lot of the stress away. You're a worker and have a different job, or maybe you just don't want to be tied to your screen all day. This is something that can really change the game for you. And in ThinkorSwim, if you open up your active trader panel over here on the right, this is the price ladder for natural gas. So right now you can see it's right at about 4.85. And this is the price of natural gas, right? So here's where the buyers are, here's where the sellers are, and I'll have another video later on to kind of explain level 2 and everything. But the main thing to understand, right, is let's just say that last main level, 4.6, we want to get in here, right? We can scroll down to 4.6, and it's moved pretty high, so it's pretty far down here. And one way to put in an order is to just click here, right? So here's a buy order that will get me in if price comes down to 4.6. We can move this around, we can get rid of it by just clicking the X, and that's one way to trade, right? Do everything manually, and that's fine if that's something you like doing, if you like being at your screen and you like doing that. But what I've found is that causes a lot of mistakes, right? Because maybe you don't put a stop loss in and just sell when you feel like it, or you don't let things go to your target and you sell when you feel like it. If you are interested in kind of automating that, what you can do is instead of being a single order, we can click this drop down. And I've even saved it, which we'll get to later, but there are what's called an Oco bracket. So if we click on Oco, right, really what it is it's setting up your exit for you. So let's just pretend we get in at 4.6. An Oco is essentially setting up your two sell orders. So your sell at your target and your stop loss at your risk level. Same thing if you're shorting, right? Just flipped around. So if you're selling something and shorting, right, your Oco would be the two buy orders to get you out of the trade, whether the trade works or the trade doesn't work. And this is pretty cool because if you're in a trade and put an entry down, you can put your sells down right away. And what's even better about this is there's another option called trigger with a bracket. That's basically saying I want to put in my order for my buy and I want to put in my sells at the same time. So it's kind of a combination of both, if you will. So if we click trigger with bracket, right, and we scroll down to 4.6, for example, let's say we still want to get in here, we can click here and we'll notice that buy order gets put on the chart, a sell order gets put way up here, These settings can all be adjusted, obviously. So let's just move this sell to maybe where it is right now, where it went for the high. So that's our target for the trade. And then here's our stop loss. Same thing, we can move it. Let's just say we're willing to risk maybe $500 on this trade. We can put it 50 ticks away from the entry. And what's cool about this, you can already see on the chart, right? We have a buy order set, which we call a fantasy order, because price isn't there yet. But if it does get there, basically it will get us in automatically. And the second that gets filled or placed, basically once you're in the trade, these sell orders basically get finalized. And so those will get printed on the chart, and everything's really automated because whether the trade works or doesn't work, the orders are set. So essentially you can just turn the computer off and walk away. You can go back to work. So this really changes the game for trading freedom and everything. And what's even cooler, if I just cancel my buy order, you'll notice it cancels the sells because those aren't official until I get in the trade. So you can already kind of probably extrapolate and figure out all the cool stuff you can do here. But this is how I'm trading. So every day, right, when I get in a trade, this is how I'm trading, right? If I show my trade today, I've only taken one so far for just like $300 or something like that. That's how I'm getting this bottom tick, right? I'm setting a fantasy order at that breakout time and saying, if it comes back to the level I like, get me in. And that's how every day I'm able to pretty much bottom tick things. And even if I sell too early, like today, I had to leave the house and stuff, so I got out early because I don't want to be trading my car or anything. And obviously, I sold way too early because it pushed way higher than I thought. But you'll get the point, right? Pretty quickly, you can get really precise entries and even really precise exits, all by just doing this. And on top of everything, it'll help with discipline. It'll help with a lot of things that beginner traders struggle with. So pretty big game changer in the trading world. And what the best part about it is you can save settings. So you'll notice I have two kind of custom brackets based on the risk I have per trade and based on kind of my typical risk to reward ratio and everything. You can save basically those preset settings so that you don't need to drag your orders around all the time. Maybe your stop loss is perfect and you just need to drag your target or adjust your target. And when I'm getting a trade, I just flip it to bracket. Those settings and everything are automatically in there. And then, like I said, right, we can put an order down at 4.6 again, for example. And then here are our stop loss, our realistic stop loss, and our sell, which we can, drag according to the trade. So pretty big deal with trading. I think this is something that a lot more people need to shed light on and use. And yeah, excited to show you guys this. Please try this out, paper trading, or on your real account, and let me know your feedback. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And thank you for tuning in.